Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen. Episode number 166. Blued out is the topic of today. I'm using my burner iPhone because I don't know why, but they have not yet updated the fact that you can play music for people while you send out invites to Android, and I guess that's we're not cool enough on Android, even though Androids are safer and smarter and better phones. But shout out to Philip and Gabby. I hope you are all doing well. How's the world on your side of the river, Philip?
Taco, thanks for having me, my G. Are you in Miami?
Not anymore. I am back in
Okay,
Miami. Yeah, I got back from Miami last
you're
night.
okay. So you're back in New
I
York,
am. Yes, sir.
dude. Fire,
Yeah, I was actually at a TechStars event tonight, hosted by Blue Dow and Mastercard.
dude. That is awesome. There are, I believe, what is it? NYC meetup or something tomorrow. Are you? I will send you the link if you are free.
Send me the link if I'm free. We will try to make it. Um,
Happy hour, Web3 NYC.
nice. Where at?
Um, 6 Murray Street, New York, Tribeca Social.
Oh, okay. Wait, is that the one February 4th?
February. Oh fuck, that's February 7th. Next Tuesday.
Okay. I'm helping host a Zen event at Tribeca Social on the 4th.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, fun things there. And right now I'm working on getting a MEC involved, hopefully, and
MXC Global.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, um, teach little people about trading if they want to, or
Are
yeah,
you willing to talk about any of your computer experience? Like, do you know any, like, I don't know your level of computer literacy. Like, are you willing to talk about that?
yeah, of course.
What's your background in it?
Um, very wide. And then
Were you more software or were you more hardware?
both.
What do you say you have your strongest suit in?
My strongest suit. It's a little bit tied. I would probably say hardware out of it. Well, in the use of software, it's easy. Following instructions is not hard. Um, Hardware is if it's in creating software, then it's a little bit touch and go. But in building hardware, I would say I'm an expert at that. And walking people through software, I was in a $4 billion health agency with its own tech department, yet somehow I was still the person people would call for tech help.
Fire.
Yeah.
No, I have a question for you. How diverse are you on crypto mining?
On Crypto Miami? Oh, yeah.
Mining.
I'd like to say I'm well versed, but there's a lot out there that I don't know just because I don't have the time for it. But, um,
Okay.
you know, at the same time,
Do you know anything about Chia?
Pia, I know,
Chia.
I know of it.
They use a proof of stake in time. Sorry, space and time. They are a data farming. They don't call it mining because mining is just a little bit different. They use it for farming. And I had questions that I don't really know any techie
Yeah.
people on the hardware side to
Okay.
answer.
So are they pre-made units that you're having to buy? Do
No.
you create them your own?
Correct. And then you just run the software
Okay.
on it.
Yeah.
So my first question is, it all depends on, realistically, with Chia mining, it depends on the amount of space and then it's how fast you can do the
Yeah.
plots. And I have some questions. If I were to get, let's say, a decent processor, decent board, decent whatever, and then I started plugging up hard drives to it, The amount of hard drives that you would have, 144 terabytes, whatever it is, what dictates the speed of it? Like for chia mining, it's about how fast you can create plots. And I understand people use hard drives. What's the difference between using the 15,000 RPM hard drives and like the solid state drives? Like,
Well,
wouldn't it be more advantageous?
solid state drive is more advantageous. You have if for at times. It also depends on what type of setup you have, and this is where hard drives is always one that's sort of not hard. Um, it's the power that's behind it. So if you got to remember with solid state drives, they can deteriorate, or not solid state, but with hard disks, they can deteriorate over time. There can be optical errors. There can be all sorts of different issues. What I would recommend is if you're in their Discord group or if there's other chat groups in there, talk to others, because I don't know anything about this protocol other than like I know the concept
Okay,
because I've
you don't
used
know
it.
that's fine.
I don't I know, like, so like with plotting, like you have different things like Nodal that does that as well, but they do and Coin XYO token, they do that on position and location, um, in relation to cell phone towers, while Nodal does it in position to other Bluetooth devices.
Okay.
And so you can literally use your own phone for something like that. Um, and some of those will do how fast you can plot, but then they always upload in batches. I know, like with pollen does the same thing, where it collects everywhere you've been for the day, but then it uploads once a day. One for data
Okay.
save. Another one like that is Packet. They use your internet speed basically, um, for others that might not have it, or for computational power. Um,
Okay.
for something like that, it sounds like you would need more RAM. But I don't even know what the specs are. What they say, they would probably give you the specs for the hardware, and they would give you the layout of why. Um, so it's almost like you could do, most of the time. Graphics cards are where what will get you that. GPU will get you the processing power to do more computations. Hard drives store that data.
I got you. Thanks, man.
Yeah. So
Mining is completely different. it,
yeah,
it it's not like your proof of stake farming shit. I was looking for more technical on like daisy chaining with terabyte drives. Um, it's a,
yeah. I can look, if you want to send me a link to it. I'll look into it and I'll give you my overview in like the next day or two.
okay. I
Yeah,
shall.
but I love Degen stuff like that. I used to, um, helium mining. I love helium mining. Um,
Okay,
and
well, let me ask you this: if you're good on software side,
okay,
I want to create an NFT project, and I want to fund the NFT project with the hash rate from my GPU and CPU farm.
Mhm.
I want to be able to take the hash rate and evenly disperse it, backing it to the NFT. Is that something that you can do?
Um, you're almost what you're doing is distributed cloud mining there. Um, so it would be more of a distributed payout method. Um, so um, how large of a collection were you looking at doing?
I just noticed the record is on. Can we talk about this without the record on?
We can talk about this at a later time.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But definitely.
I just noticed the little red blinky thing, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
No, record is always on because one of the benefits of traveling the world, it make friends around the world, but live in different
Are
time
you a
zones.
digital nomad?
I sort of am.
Fire.
I
How long have you
have
been doing it?
a little over, almost a year and a half. No, a little over a year. And just been straight on the road, but semi-planting roots, and then but it will be back on the road for a little bit, for the next few months, possibly. Making once these final protocols say yes, they want me to go to different events for them. So that's always the
Fire.
fun thing.
Do you know any? Do you know Haskell, the language, or do you know Pact at all?
I know of it. I do not know how
What
to.
are you diversed in?
Nothing anymore, because I quit coding like 5 years ago.
Okay.
When the world decided that they didn't want to use Python or Viper, I was like, "Yep, bye."
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sup, Gabby?
Hi, thanks for inviting me to this space. This is actually my first time, so not sure if I was able to join correctly, but I really appreciate you taking the time. But just wanted to say it is cool that you are kind of a digital nomad, because I sometimes think about becoming one, and yeah, it's interesting to actually meet and talk to somebody who kind of is.
Yeah, I'm sort of on the conference circuit, so got to travel, and yeah, no, glad to have you up. So yeah, no, started on the road last year for, I don't remember what conference it was. Then like East Denver, then South by
Okay.
Southwest, then California for GDC, then Dubai, then London, then Paris, Amsterdam, London,
Do you
Lisbon,
stay in
London.
hostels?
In Lisbon, I stayed in a hostel, but then I had a service department. But no, all of the other places were hotels and such. Because I was there for conferences, basically going from conference to conference to conference.
Wow. How do you manage traveling to all these different countries in a short span of time?
Flying, I don't know. I guess maybe like, what do you like literally, like I'd be in like Paris for like, I was in Paris for like a week and a
I think
half,
she's
2 weeks.
asking, how do you have no responsibilities to do it?
No, no, no.
No, I was working for
Okay.
projects. They wanted me somewhere, and I would give, like, hey, this is the next conference ring. There's like 2 conferences here. Name off targets. And I look at it this way. You can use an influencer and pay them $50,000 for 2-minute blurb and a tweet and a post, or you can pay someone, you can pay me like $5K to go to an event, hand out information, talk to every single person possible, talk to all the protocols, get you all the contacts, and like distribute information, and guerrilla marketing at its finest.
Oh.
You know, host events, co-host events, um, you know, um, network. If they say your value is your network, then I say that I have a very good value.
Gotcha.
Well, I think so.
I hate LinkedIn, by the way. I've grown to
I do
hate
as well.
LinkedIn. It is so annoying. I've actually just got messages, or I just call them spam at this point because there's all these recruiters saying, "Hey, we have this opening. Are you interested?" And I'm like, I love my full-time job. I freaking love my manager. I love my coworkers. Leave me the bleep alone.
Check your
Yeah.
settings. They might have you open for job queries or something like that,
Oh.
and then it allows them to do that. And me, I very much dislike LinkedIn as well, but I use it for a professional standpoint. But I prefer Entra.
Oh.
It's the Web3 version of LinkedIn.
Entra, okay, I will definitely take note of that.
Yeah, I'll post up my Entra link later on. I've been with them. They're on DeSo chain, so decentralized social.
Okay.
You know, yeah, they're it's pretty cool. I know the founding group and stuff, and I've actually had to tell this story 3 times. You know, over this will be the third time, 3 days in a row. I'm such an old user of Entra that I can't go and like when you go in and change like your bio and stuff like that. If you know, like different sites where you try to change your name, if like there's a symbol or something like that in your name, it doesn't allow you to save because it's like name not recognized.
Okay.
I can't go and change and update my bio because my name is player1taco.eth.
Oh.
And so you know, a 1 is not a alpha character, and a period is not a alpha character. So yeah, I can't update my profile, which is sort of hilarious.
Okay. Noted.
But I let them know. So they said they were going to do a work on that. I don't know if they have yet or not, but yeah, no. So I've done that. You know, work with.
Taco, are you vaping right now?
I am vaping right now. I have a new Elf
How
bar.
dare you? How dare you?
BC 5000 Ultra, and this is how
Speaks in Andrew Tate. Slap, slap.
Basic I am. I am sucking on kiwi passion fruit guava.
That sounds yummy.
It is.
Cancerous. Smoke a cigarette. It's actually healthier for you.
My doctor told me the same thing when I had pneumonia. He's like, don't tell anyone, but smoking dried out your lungs enough so you didn't like drown. I was like, okay. He's like, don't do it anymore.
That's water vapor that you're hitting.
Yeah. So
water vapor in lungs is no bueno.
Yeah. Well, I'd quit smoking at the time, but I got COVID
Bro,
really
we
bad.
all quit smoking. Everyone has quit smoking.
I quit for 4 years.
Yeah, but everybody comes back. It's just how it is.
And
you had a 4-year break of it.
Yep. And then I decided to get back into cloves and cigars.
Ooh, cigars are fire.
Yeah.
Good old Monte Cristo.
Yeah. I'm a Drew Estate man. But yeah. So Gabby, tell me about you. What do you do? And welcome to the stage, Carmen, as
Thank you.
well.
This is my first time. I can't really contribute much because I'm more on the noob side, but daytime job, I work in a major bank. I handle the support for one of the wealth management products that they have, and I started getting into crypto maybe around 2021-ish, so I basically made a lot of stupid mistakes and kind of had to learn from there, but I'm still sitting on a stash, and I've decided to like get more active on Twitter because I'd like to learn and try to make sure that I have my shit together and like I actually know what I'm doing. So I'm just trying to just break out of the cage and like make sure that I'm like self-sufficient and I can do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want.
Nice. That is the goal of most of us, and some of us, and I think all of us. But at the same time, trying to do good at the same time.
I like my daytime job. I definitely love it. I'm pretty content where I am, but I don't see myself doing this for the next 10 years. So I just want to make sure that I can make some moves right now so I can kind of break free and venture off. Everything's just subject to change, but I just want to make sure that I have the resources and tools and the networks nearby.
Nice. What are you investing in, if you don't mind me asking?
KDE is my main stash. I do have some link just because I oftentimes reimburse my friends and family who come visit me like gas money, and like I just send link to their Robinhood account. They only have Robinhood. That's the only thing that they feel comfortable investing in. So I'll just say, well, all right, I'll pay you in link. I do
Okay.
have maybe a little. I think there was like a little ETH and some quant in there. I haven't glanced at it too much. It's just at this point, it's kind of like a hands-off approach
Quant.
because I'm just waiting for my tax returns and maybe like another crash, and then I can just put in a little bit more. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a good plan. DCAing it is always is a solid financial tool. You know, and you get into if you find something to get into, um, you'll learn diversification is always good as well. Um, what Kate is, you know, I always suggest diversification for the simple fact that spread your wealth, the ways you can gain
Right.
wealth. You know, I'm huge fans of Polkadot and Solana. Um,
Diverse when when you do that, you have to have a large enough chipset for the diversification for it to actually be worth a damn.
True. If not, you're just you're just hedging bets, so to speak. You know,
And then it becomes gambling, and then you lose out on higher opportunity. Like if you're like I'm just gonna say, like if you're playing with like $1,000 total, okay, and
yeah.
you put $200 on ETH, $200 on Link, $200 on that, like you're gonna get fucking eaten up by the gas fees and by like the normal sells, because most of those people that are playing with like $1,000 don't know to play on like dexes, and they don't know to play on like just limits instead of
I
selling at spot or selling above spot. Like they don't know how to buy, so they're always going to get front runned on their sale, and just it's never going to work out for someone at that level.
Yeah. One of the easiest ways, passive income, LP pools, you
I
know,
disagree.
passive income for stablecoin, it's a solid move.
Do you
It's
realize your risks though?
not in stablecoin.
Do you realize your risk when you do that?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Do you know what risk you have when you do that?
Are you talking about impermanent loss? Or are you talking about what risk are
I'm
you
talking
talking
about
about?
when you take your coins and you stake them.
Yes.
What risk do you have as a user?
You have contract issues, you have bridge issues, you have multiple different safety issues. But if contracts are audited, and there's different things, especially depending on what protocol, you might be worrying about a sandwich attack, or you might be worrying about. There's tons of risks. There's risks in crossing the street.
Understand. But thing is, you're taking your coins, you're throwing it in someone else's vault. They're then going to try to make some form of yield in some kind of money market account. So they're taking heavy fucking leverage or risk to give you a reward if it's an APY staking. Because how are they getting the yield back?
So a lot of yields are
Or from an
incentivizations
inflationary native token, correct?
sometimes, or if the yield is just for trading, if it's an AMM,
Yeah,
then
if it's a gas token or a fucking
yeah.
governance token, but that only means it has value in that ecosystem.
So then that's when you get you harvest your rewards, you trade out.
Yeah,
You know,
but where's the liquidity coming from if it's only being used for that? It's being
there's
extracted from
separate
other
pools.
users.
There's separate pools. So like I know we got at Stella Swap we got a $6 million grant to use over a year in incentivizations to so that to fund to aggressively incentivize pool building. You know, um, so that's I'm not saying that yield returns are absolute and guaranteed forever, but there's ecosystem pools for new tokens that come up that,
but it's the only way how they're getting the
farmers.
yield is by investing in other companies, hoping for the yield to come. Correct?
Not indexes, no.
Okay. How else are they getting it? How else are they getting liquidity?
By people putting in liquidity, and then they've gotten grants.
Okay, so imagine no one buys the liquidity, or no one buys the token, no one puts money into it. How are they still able to give these high inflation rates unless people put the money in?
So and so a grant is given that from a third party that has nothing to do with anything other than to incentivize people to put in liquidity.
So they're giving someone money.
Yep.
To get money back.
To provide stabilization to an ecosystem. It's not forever. It's a short-term play, but it's stable.
So they're expecting a yield on it, correct?
They get a percentage of trading fees. So the trading fees.
So they're getting yield on if it go up on trading.
I'm talking stable coins. There's no up. It's stable.
I thought we were just talking about inflationary assets that were giving APY back in its native token.
No, I was talking stable pools that are given rewards in inflationary tokens.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, for instance, I have a stable pool that is we call it a 4 pool because it's a liquidity pool of USDC, USDT, BUSD, and Frax. All right, so it's a liquidity pool of all of those 4 tokens. So basically, if you're trading stables at all, you get one, put one in, get one out type of thing. You don't have to worry about impermanent loss because a dollar is a dollar, just depending on what ecosystem you want to go to. So that has, I think, 13% right now, and that's due to a grant used to incentivize people to provide ecosystem, because there's a trading fee of like 0.1 I think it's like 0.15%, I think. So the long term is to get enough people that it becomes a powerhouse that everyone uses it, and then it feeds itself.
Like Curve?
Yeah.
You should just go smoke a real cigarette.
No. I then have to worry about my fingers smelling bad. I got like this weird smell going on in my beard. And now
you do have a ginger beard.
I do. And now I smell like a kiwi passion fruit guava.
That sounds hipster as fuck.
Yeah. I want Carmen to come up and speak because I had meetings with the Las Vegas crypto community in Miami that they don't know. I need to connect her with some cool people. And if you guys don't know Carmen, or one of my other favorite projects that I'm actually a big part of is Orbis 86. Orbis 86 is an amazing NFT project, launching on Hedera soon. So, but we have Crypto Carmen on stage. Carmen, I miss you.
I miss you too, and I'm also smoking a Lost Mary Kiwi Passion Fruit Guava. Twinkie.
Nice.
Cheers.
This one is actually an Elf Bar Aqua.
This one's the new Lost Mary ones. It's like,
I like
it's
Lost
not
Mary.
it's not even rectangular. It's cylindrical and it's marbled.
Oh.
Love it.
I'm jelly.
I know.
Carmen, meet Philip.
Hello, Philip.
Carmen,
Hi, Gabby.
meet Gabby. Gabby, Philip, meet
Hi,
Carmen.
Hi, Carmen.
Hello, pleasure meeting you. And shout out to Sonia.
I don't think that's Sonia today.
Shout out to Orbis.
Sure. Yeah. We had a great space with Hedera and Hedera Foundation today and some of the Hedera community, which was pretty cool. So, yeah. But for those of you that don't know Carmen's pedigree, I'm going to mess it up royally. Let's just say that she's a cross between a Degen and a political activist.
It's really hard to like figure out that match. But yes, I degen out with all of the micro caps and all the builders and all the real people grinding. And I also stay abreast of all the happenings of like, wait, we got to get ready for regulation. Wait, we got to set up real banks. Wait, we got to talk to real people. Yes, we got to bridge the gaps here.
Yeah. I was at an amazing event hosted by Blue Dow and MasterCard and Techstars today in New York. Philip didn't come to it. I don't know why. But
Bro, you didn't invite me.
Oh my God, it was on Eventbrite. I did not know that I have to teach you Eventbrite.
I didn't know Eventbrite. Please teach me.
Okay, download the app Eventbrite. Download the app Meetup and search New York City. You can blockchain and give it a date, and there's like between now and the
I use Meetup and it fucking sucks.
Meetup sucks, but it's good for followings, and like, but the same, it automatically puts people as followers, so they get they know when you have a new event. But with Eventbrite, you can set up events for free and have a blast, and it's really cool. I can sell tickets for $0 or $10,000. It doesn't matter. And I always add a ticket for sale for $10,000, and I say, don't buy this. This is a free event, but if you do, I'm going to sweep a project with this. Gabby?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I just wanted to say I wish I could stay longer, but I actually do have to get up for a rather early shift for tomorrow. But just want to say thank you so much for letting me speak, inviting me. I hope to do this more often. This is really out of my comfort zone, but I'm glad I got something accomplished today. So just wanted to thank you for that and say goodnight.
Yeah, definitely. And total love to the Naruto as well.
Thank you so much. Take care. Good night.
Bye. Philip, do you have a bunch of people following with the K's? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, they're my disciples.
Or are you a disciple as well?
I am the Kadena Messiah.
Okay. Call me the Zen. I don't know.
Bro, whenever I go out to places, I give people I do this all the time. I'll go to waiters and I'll be like, look, if you download X Wallet and you create this, I will screenshot. I'll send you money right now, and I normally give them like $50, $100, whatever in Kadena, just for doing it and going the extra mile, like all the time. And then I get them in the ecosystem. I get them all incorporated. They're texting me for like 2-3 weeks. They're like, what is this? This shit's crazy. Because they'll see the swings.
Yeah.
So
well, heck, I'll go download X Wallet and send you my user tag.
Yeah, send me it. I'll send you some coins. Yeah, anyone literally just go fucking message me. Message me your Kadena address and I'll send you some coins.
Okay, I'll go download the X Wallet. Let's see how easy this is.
Go gadget Degen.
Yeah. Oh, speaking Degen, Zen Token now is on the DevNet. They released DevNet on Friday, and now they're releasing NFTs on Polygon and Binance, and Layer 1 will be launched in a year.
I have something to tell you, Taco.
I want. Tell me, Alpha.
So, in the past month, because like once the New Year's happened, instead of everybody hitting the gyms, all crypto degens just decided to start building at light speed. So in the last month, I did open up. We got to pull our shit together and got One Media up and going. So we actually have a
What?
content company, and we are going hard, man. We've already monetized. You might have seen us on Darcy's Star Dogs NFT. We're going to be working with Crypto Keeper. We've got more like clients coming in, but we're doing like the short form, long form content. But this is where you're going to get super excited
You want
because
Taco
it's
Bites on the show?
been. I do, but here's something bigger. Yes. You know, I haven't led my own project in quite a minute, like not a hot minute, because I needed space. But I went hard, and now I'm building FOMO Fest.
Yeah.
So I just landed a casino here in Las Vegas for the launch party on the roof with a pool,
Nice.
and we're already starting to get LOIs for our sponsors and everything. So I just completed today our short teaser while I'm working on decks and everything. I've already got most of everything mind mapped out. But yeah, we're going hard. So in the next, I want to say 15 days to 21 days, I'll have something in your hands and we're going to go.
Awesome. Let's see here. What has happened in the meantime for me? Got hired on by Banksa. Went to Miami for Quantum Miami. And then I won a DeLorean NFT.
Nice.
So technically, I did not win the DeLorean, but out of the 2,500 DeLoreans that are going to be made, I'm guaranteed the ability to buy one of them.
Where are you going to be for Super Bowl?
Right now, aiming for New York, unless I'm supposed to be somewhere else.
So Bert never, he's not doing anything Phoenix. Jason and Thomas took that over, and I left the group. But
Okay.
Bert is doing a watch party out here at one of the movie studios.
Okay.
And so Dark Horse is their affiliated partner. I'll be there helping people open up wallets and everything. They'll be like NFL players and all that because they moved their NFL alumni sponsorship over to them.
Nice.
From Bart Oates. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got to meet Warren Sapp too, like this past week. That was really cool.
Nice. I got to meet. Oh my gosh. I got to hang out with Brock Pierce at the Solana Embassy down in Miami. Got to do a cool one of his little video clips with him, where he does. Bull markets produce bear shit, and bear markets produce bull fruit. I don't know. I think I mixed that up. Too much bears and shit, something like that. But yeah, it was night. So yeah, no, I don't know. It was all right. I downloaded the wallet, Philip. I'll do my 12 words later. It's wanting me to like do stuff, and my iPhone is one of those super tiny mini iPhone things.
Excuses.
Dude, this phone.
If I wanted excuses, I would call my ex.
I bet she has some great stories. I want to hear them all. But yeah, no.
F in the chat for the boys.
But yeah, no. My iPhone, my Elf bar is almost as big as my iPhone. That's how mini my phone is. It looks horrible.
I'm sorry, like on the tip of my tongue are those little, when we used to download MP3s from LimeWire and put them on our Apple products. What were those tiny little things called?
The iPod Mini? No, not the iPod Minis. But
iPods.
The iPod Shuffles.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
Like a matchbook.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever get into Clear Cryptos?
No, you said you were going to download me on what to do.
Dude, you just have to go to the website and get in. It's a DEX. So, you're gonna want to get in soon. I can't say the alpha because this is recorded.
Send me the link.
Go into my. Isn't it in my profile?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I got to
it is.
remove military finance.
Yeah.
I'm cool with them, but they're kind of hot. But anyways, so one huge celebration, right? About 2 weeks ago, you'll see a big spike in their price, almost double, and that was because we announced this deal that I've been working on since September with them. I got
Yep.
them paired up with USFCR, which is the like second largest company in the US that gets businesses SAM registered and brokers their contracts with the government.
Nice.
They're second to Bloomberg. So we had been working with them. We created a whole stable coin situation. We put smart contracts into the disbursement of all of those contract funds. Once they get sent out, everybody gets paid at once. It's going to increase the holders and everything. Once the news wire hit, it like went bananas because we have Cornerstone as one of our marketing teams, and it
Nice.
was just like beautiful. And I was like, oh my god, this is what doing like real big girl moves in the space too. And the CEO is amazing. The whole team, I had to go on multiple calls way in the beginning to just explain to them that NFTs and smart contracts are like way more than what the news says. And they held our hand. We walked them through the processes, and now they're experts. And now we're like hoping that we're really going to make an impact on, how people disperse these kinds of funds.
Yeah. Uh, Congrats, Carmen. I wanted to say something like fancy or something like that, but congrats, and you fucking deserve it.
Thanks, man. There were so many scars, and it's nice to like celebrate the wins, when
Yeah.
things go right.
Yeah, no, it's wins like that are amazing. And yeah, no. The one person that yeah, no, that's Carmen, I am happy. That makes me happy. Yeah.
And there are many like the years to come, man.
Yeah.
Trying to do the best thing for everyone, like not go into the hype mode, not try to like, just get, do today's numbers. It's about a long-term strategy to just do great things and make little moves.
Yeah. No, I my little moves right now, my laying groundwork for big moves later,
Yep.
and it's one of those things where we're just building for a future. It was like tonight. Uh, I learned I learned I will be honest. I learned a ton tonight at this meetup. One of the things that I learned that I have been part of and seen and is that um, common shares should not be given to investors because then it sets the price um, for your employees. That's that's the biggest thing I learned this today. So other than that, learning that you hit a huge mile marker, I'm super happy.
Thank you, Taco.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Let's see other things in the news. Well, great event with Quantum. Um, I got brought on by Banksa. So we'll hope got to be working on connecting all these deals. So um, we'll be doing BD work for them. So, anyone who wants to do credit card for token or credit card for NFT, you let me know. I got you. Um, Simple API or iframe or third party redirect, including gambling sites.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. You gotta send me some details or something like that. I'll send you like once I finalize this short FOMO Fest teaser.
Yeah.
I'll send that to you because I just see a couple of things that I need to add.
Yeah.
And then yeah, for Bingsa, maybe we can get you like paired up with like NFT marketplaces and stuff like that instead of
Yeah.
going like to the actual projects.
Yeah.
Give it to the platform.
Platform definitely. For the projects, if they have a token, or a play to earn token or anything like that, because we're integrated with Apple Pay and Google Pay, and come July, integrated with Samsung Pay as well.
I love that. Well,
And
one of my co-founders on the Win Media team is one of the founders of Meme NFT Marketplace too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fully Voxed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How is Vox?
Dude, he cracks me up. I can't have a meeting with those guys because we're always recording it in StreamYard, and then they'll be using their AR like masks, and then their roadcaster for voices. I can't keep a straight face.
Nice.
It was really hard the first week.
One of the things that's really fun. I know. So they use StreamYard and they use the masks for their, South Park thing. But if you can download the Snapchat filter camera. So like,
the Snap camera went away on the 25th. Everybody's heartbroken.
It did? Oh, I
did.
still have mine. Maybe I should check to see.
Did you like never close it or something? Because then, there's been a couple people who I don't want to restart my computer.
I've restarted my computer a lot. I scan that thing all the time and just have fun making sure I'm clean, and yeah. So I should go back to using like two computers and having like a cold computer and a hot computer, but I'm a degen.
Yeah, you are. Well, it's dinner time for me, but I'm so glad I caught you and was able to catch up a bit. We'll have to set up a separate call.
Definitely.
Let's do it like the beginning of next week because I should have some ducks in a row for you.
All right. Are you coming to Denver?
I registered for it. I don't think I got an email yet about it, though.
Okay. If you have any projects that want to co-host in anything, I have the Lanny's Clock Tower through Superman Group, or not Superman Group, but Supermoon. So 3-day event, roughly anywhere from 600 to 2,000 people over the 3 days. They're expecting 600 people a day, and so. Speaking spots, I got a whole pitch deck for it if you want it.
Oh yeah, send that my way. I didn't even register to be a speaker or anything. Yeah. I just wanted to go and hang out.
Yeah, I'm Eskimo and I are gonna be there from the 23rd through the 6th because there's like 5 conferences.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Carmen. Hey, Taco. How are you?
Hey, Sonia.
Sorry, I'm cooking, so that's why I didn't come on earlier. And I mean, I'm hardly cooking. I'm just making some soup, but there's a lot of background noise. I saw you guys were wrapping up, so I wanted to just come up and say hi.
Oh, well, hi.
Hi, and I'm gonna be there at Eat Denver.
Yay! Are you bringing a bunch of backpacks with you? Because I can sell I even had some guy trying to flex on me. He wanted to buy my hat from me.
Yeah, I definitely carry all the swag and set up a booth
and I didn't.
The swag.
I'm all out of hats. I think I might have one hat left because I've given 2. You gave me 3 extra ones, and I've given 2 away to like just cool people. Yeah. So, but yeah, and then but yeah, I should go around selling backpacks.
I know, right? Yeah, we should definitely just do that. Hey, I think Carmen already left. I know she was saying she wanted to leave. How are you doing, Taco? How was the event? I heard that it was nice. And
it was,
by the way,
really good.
I was listening. Yeah, go on.
Oh, it was really good. It was a woman founders. So both talking on like the legal aspects of fundraising, and they repeated what I knew and what I've been what I've told a few projects, but like the money's out there. But one of the things that the spin that they put on it was instead of I think, how did he say it? Instead of falling into a VC or stumbling into a VC, play a little bit of that hard to get, and because they should be grateful that they have you, not the other way around. So I think that was a cool line. And then,
Yeah.
some of the stuff about
I honestly
stuff
don't know how many founders get to be that cool though. To be honest, right? I mean, for that you need to have VCs chasing you, and you need to have done some groundwork, and then you get to that.
Hi, Orbis. I have some questions.
Hey, Philip. Hey, by the way, huge love for Cadena. If I'm not wrong, this amazing woman from Cadena, the founder,
Emily?
Emily, yes.
Oh, dude, she's great.
We were on the same panel, and she is just such a sweetheart. I haven't
She's
actually gotten
brilliant.
the chance.
She is so brilliant.
Well, it's not just about brilliant, right? I mean, it's about just having your heart in the right place, and that's how you connect with people. And she's such a sweetheart. Plus, she's intelligent. Obviously, I'm not arguing that, but sometimes you have people who are like, "Oh yeah, I'm intelligent," and then you have people who are like, "Hey, I'm here. I want to build with everyone. We have our community supporting us." And this was at Decentral, right? So there were a lot of folks from the Cadena community that time in the audience. I remember that too.
Right on. Where can I find more about your project? Is it on the link tree?
It is on the link tree. Yes, we have our website, our light paper. Hopefully, in a couple of days' time, we'll have that up. But you have a roadmap. Our roadmap is roadmap.orbis86.com. At the moment, we're just working on the NFT piece, but we also have an impact ecosystem. That is what I was actually talking about, which is about onboarding people into the Web3 space. So that's when I connected with Emily.
Nice.
So what is your role in Cadena, by the way?
I do mining. I have a whole bunch of just ASIC miners. I do a lot of GPU mining. Like, I just mine. I'm just independent.
Got it. Yeah, but I'm sure you like the community and stuff. So Cadena, is it what kind of proof does it use? Is it proof of stake or?
No, it's proof of work.
Oh, Cadena is still proof of work. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the most scalable proof of work.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. That is scalable though, because obviously with proof of work, since things are executed sequentially, it automatically introduces that rate limitation, right? Because you can only do so much at a time when you're doing it in sequence. So what is the supply of Cadena?
Doesn't it have dynamic block size?
Okay, you are asking the wrong dude about this kind of stuff. I'll be straight up with you. I don't really know. I know that it has a very fast block time. Whenever I send transactions, it's pretty much almost instant. I'll tell you the reason why I am a huge fan of it. I'm a huge GPU miner. The biggest issue that I have with my GPU mining is that sometimes the coins don't really become profitable because they use a commission plus salary consensus, which is the MEV. Yep. Cadena doesn't use that, and they give you a straight salary on commission. So last year when I saw those ASICs, I grabbed a few of them, held it all the way through, and I've been a very happy camper ever since, and I've just been doubling down on my ASICs and doubling down on my bags. And I just see the proof of work side a little bit different.
How many ASICs do you have going?
I'm okay on those.
So my husband
your heating bill is low.
What'd you say, Orbits?
Sorry, I was saying my husband got interested in the conversation because you were talking about ASICs. He was just asking that what is your rig setup? What's your GPU in the ASIC?
So I had a ton of 3080s, 3080 Ti's, and I only had a few of the 3090s. I sold majority of my GPUs before the merge happened in September. I sold them back in like August. Right here, right now, I have CPU miners. They're the only thing that are really kind of profitable. I have the CPU miners actually mining Chia. And I was looking to expand a little bit further on the Chia side. but GPU mining is currently dead. My ASICs, those are still kicking away. They are still profitable even in the market because of the way how Kadena works. But
Hey
GPUs
guys,
are
I
dead
think
right now.
Twitter's rugging me. I can't hear anyone. I'm going to join right back in. Philip, you got cut
Sure.
off at CPU for me. Sorry if I'm talking over you. I'm just going to join back. I'm coming back in a minute.
Yeah.
I love my
Twitter's
mining stuff.
Yeah, Twitter mining is fun.
I love mining. It's like so peaceful, man. Like just to build these computers and just to like set it up, it's so fucking peaceful.
I will show you. I will send you a picture. So when I was in Dubai, basically, they were mining rigs. We were putting mining rigs together. 3090s or no 3080s because 3090 wasn't out yet. 3080s, 12 of them per rack, and they were putting out enough hash for roughly around $60 a day.
Nice.
Yeah, in Bitcoin, and so, yeah, no, that was fun and helped
Fire.
a couple different people and projects get mining rigs just because electricity is so cheap there. Yeah.
I have a very unique setup on my electric and the way how I have it, so I'm very thankful for it.
Your neighbor is probably not. No, I'm joking.
No, I won't say it because it's recorded, but I worked out a very good deal with an energy company.
Nice. Good
Oh,
to know.
that's nice to know that in the US you can work out deals with energy companies. I thought the only way to get around that would probably be to just go off grid and have your own off grid power supply and stuff.
I'll tell you this. I use flare gas. I use flare gas and I use an energy converter, and then it powers all the ASICs and some of the GPUs and CPUs. And my electric cost is less than for a kilowatt. It's less than half a cent.
Oh my god! Okay, all right. Definitely, we can't do that with the Puget Sound. Not well, actually, with both with PG&E California and PSE in Seattle. I can't definitely get anything close to that. The only thing would probably be, I don't know, installing our own solar panels. But I'm sorry, I got cut off. I switched networks and then Twitter rugged on me. So at the moment, Kadena, you're just mining it on a CPU. Is that what you said?
No. I have ASIC miners, and they just run off of the power that I get right now, and they're just chugging away.
Nice. So what, you just sold off all your GPUs though?
Yeah, the GPUs, I saw that they were going down right after the proof of stake merge with Ethereum. I was like, okay, they're going to get flooded. I was like, we got to get rid of these. So
Makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I like the fact that Kadena is proof of work because honestly, Bitcoin is getting very hard to mine, right? But miners have all of these rigs. So instead of throwing that over, if somebody creates like a scalable proof of work infrastructure, right, which also tackles some of the challenges we have had with scalability in chains like Ethereum when it was proof of work or Bitcoin, then you automatically get like this huge network of people just ready to mine and support you, right? I mean, that's tapping into
I'm
an.
going to give you a little alpha about ASICs. The difference between ASICs and GPUs, there's actually a lot. So FPGA, like the way how the mining is going to be calculated, a lot of the algorithms are very fast moving, like Ghostwriter is very fast moving, Kapow is very fast moving. They're very un-ASIC friendly. And to create an ASIC protocol, the engineering that goes, my very first business was, it was a software company that was also in cooperation with car parts and car part manufacturing. We had a team of engineers that I was looking over and whatnot. And I learned a lot about the software side and the computers that the FPGA system The amount of time and resources that had to go in to create the ASIC protocol far exceeds the amount of effort and time and money that it costs to create a GPU or a CPU mineable coin. The amount of infrastructure that's needed for ASIC is far much more superior than anything GPU or CPU puts out. The amount of scalability and size of the rails that Kadena has put on for their train far outseeds any infrastructure in proof of work to date. It kills Bitcoin Cash, it kills Zcash, it kills Dash, it kills Litecoin, it kills literally everything by the amount of infrastructure they've set up on the ASICs. The ASICs that they've had so much improvements between the last generation to this generation. I think last generation, if I'm not mistaken, was giving out like 5 terahash.
Well, that's still pretty cool. I mean, compared to everything else.
They're giving out like 17 terahash now.
Then how much?
Are these the liquid submerged ones?
No, these are the KA3s. The KA3s, let me tell you how much the KA3s are giving out right now.
I was doing a little reading, I think it was like November.
166 terahash.
166.
Yeah.
Nice.
And what is the price of the token right now?
Right now it's like $1.20.
Oh, that's actually not bad at all, man. I mean, it's very. So what's the yield? I mean, you just get it for like half a cent. So I probably shouldn't even ask you, but it seems like it could be something profitable even with the California energy costs.
I'll tell you this. You can put in on MinerStat or any of the mining calculators your energy cost, and then it can calculate.
I've done that with Ethereum, and everything was. I mean, most of them with California consumption cost made zero sense. It was negative for any of that.
And Kadena mining kind of fixes that because of the way how it's a non-gasless society. So there's no gas in any of it. And the way how the miners are getting paid is solely off of the block, and they are taking no profit for adding the transactions onto the blockchain.
Well,
so you will always stay profitable even in the bear markets with mining Kadena. That's why I choose it, and that's why I'm like the biggest maxi for it.
So how does the team at Kadena get supported then? I mean, if they're not
you want some extra alpha?
Yeah, sure.
Word on the street is they got like a fucking $700 million grant from JP Morgan.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Also, word on the street, well, that's true fact. Like, both of the guys that are like the CEO, CFO, whatever, they both worked for JP Morgan for like 20 years in their blockchain development fund. They were the guys that created JP Morgan coin, and they were researching what a fucking blockchain needs to be for JP Morgan and industrial adoption. These were like literally the guys that were on the like panel that for JP Morgan, and they're like, we're going to branch off and do our own thing. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
Well, they did do their own thing.
I've made friends with 2 people that are on the Onyx team here in New York.
Nice.
Yeah. The way that they were talking about what they were wanting to do with.
Okay, before you continue, what is Onyx? Is that the JP Morgan thing?
It's JP Morgan's chain. It's like a Polygon edge. For like they're not even a fork, from what I can tell. It's
is it permission?
Piece. What?
Is it permission or permissionless?
That I do not know. I don't know anything really on it other than what they're doing right now is like every 10 ideas they have for it, they end up having to scrape like 7 or 8 because they're working to future-proof it on wrapping securities so that people can take out leveraged loans on stock options is what they're looking and planning to do.
Got it.
Yeah.
Orbis,
So-
why build on H-bar?
Great DLT tech. So HBAR right now has been making waves for the number of TPS they have been hitting. And they aren't. So by the way, HBAR is not a permissionless chain. It is a public chain, but it's a public permission chain. I think that has contributed a lot to how they're expanding.
Tell me what that means.
So no, I mean, you can't just go and become a validator for HBAR. So right now, only their governing council are the validators, and they have like Google, IBM, all of these companies on the governing council. And obviously, this makes them a little more centralized than other chains per se. But what they are moving towards is adding more community validator nodes. So they are moving towards that part where they can go from public permissioned model to a public permissionless. So anyone can go and become a validator, but you can't do that at this point. And so technically, Hashgraph can go, right now they have a rate limit at 10,000 TPS per second. And recently they were in the news because they were hitting like 1,800 plus TPS per second. They have tested it out for even up to like 400,000 TPS per second. So they are TPS tests for transactions with Visa's TPS, and Visa processes TPS at 15,000 per second. So they want to do that. But because IBM is on the governing council and IBM wants to use Hashgraph, right, which is underlying tech, so they want to use Hashgraph for building Web3 infrastructure. So they have already requested, like, the network go up to 100,000 TPS. And as I mentioned, they've literally tested it all the way up to 400,000. Hey, Taco.
Completely slightly off subject, but I remembered this just because I was talking about this yesterday when you said in the news, and the fact that I remembered you're in California. California's DMV announced that they're going to be using Tezos for NFTs.
For the licenses.
No, not for licenses, for titles of ownership of cars.
Oh, right, not licenses for titles.
That was completely side note distraction. Go back talking about Hedera.
Absolutely not. We were talking about it just earlier. And we were saying that, hey, Tezos definitely making waves with that one. It's a big, big thing, huge thing. We have already been talking about using NFTs as titles, right, for property, for anything that you buy that can be transferred in future. So it makes total sense. And at the end of the day, when the car is to be, I guess, when it's totaled or, you just dump it, I guess you can just send the NFT to some burner wallet and there it goes.
Yeah, the next time you enter California, instead of them just asking you if you have any fruit with you, they're going to ask if you have the NFT of your car ownership. No, running joke. But no.
Orbis, what are you eating?
It sounds good. I have some rice, some soup, some scrambled eggs, Indian style. So
tell your husband I say hi, by the way.
Yeah, Philip, you're absolutely welcome to come join us here in our humble abode at California. We live in the Bay Area.
Oh, dude, right on. I'm in New York. Let me know if you ever want to come by.
Where are
Philip? He's in New York.
I'm in Long Island.
You're very close to Taco. Then Taco can invite you to Rhode Island.
So, well, thank you very much for giving me some alpha on HBAR. I greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely cop a little bag.
Yeah, HBAR's got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, if you want to come, I mean, if you want any info on HBAR, feel free to just hit me up. Happy to share that information. We do a lot of cross-chain spaces where we bring people. I just came out of a 5-hour long space earlier today. Every Mondays we host that. We generally have HBAR Foundation also joining us on that space. So very happy. We could talk about Kadena too, right? Because that space is really all about cross-chain love. And we are not just on Hedera, we are also on Ethereum. So we kind of get to see both parts of the world, And I'm sorry, there's more stuff cooking for my husband in the background. So You hear the pressure cooker go off.
Oh, he sounds like a straight G. Thank you very much for giving me that alpha. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to look it up.
Nice. Yeah, no. Sonia is a wealth of information. And the only person, though she probably would wish I wouldn't bring this up, the only person I know to in person call out BitBoy, aka Ben Armstrong.
Okay, my husband's laughing in the background. Hey, it all ended on a good note.
But it was, oh my God, talk about taking on D Central.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I know. I think they're never going to invite me back at Decentral, but you know what? It's okay. There are so many conferences, it's hard to keep track of everything. I still love the team there.
I saw Ben. I saw Ben in Miami. He had to double take because like he was saying hi and then he saw who I was again and he was like, oh wait, you're Orbis hat. So yeah. But
yeah.
no, he's doing his book tour right now.
Well, yeah, he's doing what he does best, right? He's marketing and everything.
Yep.
That's okay. Well, I'm fine with people learning from their mistakes, but it's just anyway, it's okay. It's a thing. It's
Yep.
done.
Yep. But no. And then a huge shout out to onboarding 60. We got the great Sam, aka Samantha, aka Cool Chick, aka why aren't you my grandma? Because my grandma's pretty awesome. AKA Miss Cool in the crowd. So talk about someone who is working on a project to educate. So make educations for your grandma to get them into blockchain. Hand. I see the hand.
All right, thanks. I was trying to be polite. Orbis, I have another question for you. Why do most proof of stake networks, why are they utilizing Amazon Web Servicing? Why aren't they utilizing other decentralized Web3 platforms?
Okay, Taco, you can take that one because my mouth's full. And honestly, I don't
Speed and
really
reliability.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say, that mostly it's for the uptime, but
yeah.
And for proof of stake, it's just literally just staking. You're not using any computational heavy resources. So
No. There's a couple protocols that are coming out with pre-made staking nodes and validators for their own, building out their own network. Hopper is one of them. So basically, you buy the little setup from them, and then once it's set up and running, they'll fund it for you. To help, they're working to help the network grow. So they're doing some pretty cool stuff. Koi is doing the same thing, because they're a cross between proof of work, proof of stake, and proof of history. Being a Solana Arweave fork built on Filecoin. So talk about mishmash of everything awesome. So, and yeah. So, but as we roll into the night, I see Philip joined. Philip, you're joining at the last second as we close this space down. I want to thank you for hopping in anyways. I have mad love for you. Samantha, mad love for you as well. Thank you for joining. Philip, closing words, 10 seconds.
I love you all. May you find your hopes and dreams. I don't know. You put me on the spot.
All right. Sonia, final words, 10 seconds.
take time to say I love you to a person that matters to you. So often we forget to do that. And staying busy is good, but you need to make time for people you love.
All right. And with that, Sonia, I love you. My closing words, as always, are: a closed mouth does not get fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. You cannot. People do not know you're looking for opportunity if you do not say anything. We're not mind readers, and you can't be ready for opportunity if you're not ready for it. And with that, whoever wants to help me with this best joke ever, knock knock.
Who's there?